So if you think about code, COD, your brain code, these are the four animals. And maybe as I say this, one will resonate with those who are listening. So the C, because I make everything an acronym, is the cheetah. And the cheetah, the defining trait is action.
That's me.
There's an idea, they learn something, and they put it into action right away. They have very strong intuition. They adapt very quickly. They thrive in fast-paced environments. The O in code are your owls. And then, by the way, we're not any one of these. We're a composite, but there's usually one that's more primary and then secondary. It's like if you're right-handed, doesn't mean you don't use your left hand. It's just it hasn't developed as much as where your strength is, right? The O is defined as an owl, and it's defined by owl, very logical. So these are people who love data, they love facts and figures and the information, they do their research. And again, we're a combination of this. The D in code are your dolphins, and these are your creatives. They can maybe even see a future that other people can't yet see, or their business, like a Disney kind of thing, or J.K. Rowling's, where they have this vision. They're very creative. They're strong with pattern recognition. And then finally, the E are your elephants, and their defining trait is empathy. And these are your community builders. These are your people who have high levels of empathy and compassion, strong interpersonal skills. And just as an example, like we had our team take this, and 100% of our customer service team, 10 plus people, they're all elephants. And we didn't hire for them. But it's interesting how we naturally will gravitate towards jobs or positions that allow us to be in our element, where we get to highlight and live in our zone of strengths and traits. Our CFO is very strong owl, right? Numbers.
Right. You need those.
My business partner is our CEO is a dolphin. Has this vision of billion brains, and it's just been extremely, extremely creative. So it's interesting. You could see this in every day. Like we take this quiz that's in the book, or people could do it at mybrainanimal.com. And it's just like, how there's personalized medicine based on like your genetic, you take an assessment like your genetics, or personalized nutrition based on your nutrient profile or microbiome or something. This is like personalized learning, because it's like once you take the quiz, it informs how you could read better, how you can remember better, even how you could hire, how you can manage, how you could parent based on your brain type. It's kind of like love languages, right? Where somebody has like words of affirmation, other people as acts of kindness, and they communicate in different language. It's less like if your brain type is one and some of your teacher's brain type is a different one. It's like you're not getting it, because it's like two ships passing in the night. You don't even realize the other one's there, because a cheetah invests differently than an owl, right? They parent differently, they communicate differently also as well. So as an example, let's give a reference point for everybody. If you take something like Friends, right, the sitcom, Ross would be an owl. The professor, the scientist, does a lot of research. Phoebe would be the creative dolphin, expresses through music and, very passionate about her arts. Joey would be the cheetah, because in the moment he goes into it and he acts and he goes on his intuition and he just adapts. I would think Monica would be the community builder, always wants to host everything at her apartment. She's the elephant, right? And so you can see this in Star Trek and Star Wars and Game of Thrones and Harry Potter. You could put everybody in these categories. And again, the menu is not the meal. It just gives you some distinctions, because even when you're communicating, people would fall in their jobs. Like the cheetahs would be the entrepreneurs, right? They could be EMTs, they could be professional athletes, like Serena Williams or something. The owls would fall into data analysts or engineers or accountants or research scientists or coders, or dolphins would be the graphic designers or the writers or the marketing specialists. And your elephants could be HR people or social workers or public relations or teachers or project managers. But you could just even think about famous individuals. Einstein could have been an owl. Marie Curie could have been an owl. Isaac Newton, an owl. Cheetahs could be your Richard Branson, your Steve Jobs. Dolphins could be your Leonardo da Vinci's or your Picasso's. And so elephants could be your Mahatma Gandhi or your Martin Luther King's. But it kind of informs like your learning, the way you lead, even hire, manage, because they also communicate differently also as well.